Now let's kind of get into how do you figure out if you want to do your own thing, right? So a lot of people ask me like, what's a good time? Like, is it, you hear these stories of people dropping out of college, then you kind of get excited, okay, let me drop out of college and do this thing, and your parents are like all going crazy again, right? You could do that, but most of these people who dropped out of college actually started their ideas in college and got into a certain level, right? So don't be scared to start your own thing while you're in school. Get a bunch of friends. If you have an idea, work on it and see where it goes. You won't lose anything. You'll actually just gain more knowledge working in a team. Something that's lacking in Sri Lanka's education system, like working together in teams, especially when we are doing our O-levels, A-levels. So it'll actually give you an edge when you go to industry later on, even if your startup doesn't succeed. It could be straight after college. You might decide, okay, I am done with university, what should I do? Instead of going and interviewing with other people, again, get a bunch of friends and figure out your own thing. Or it could be after working for a few years. So myself, I worked for 9 years for Google, and then I decided to quit and move back to Sri Lanka and work on my own thing. So it could be later on, after you gain the experience and you decide, maybe it's because you decided like, okay, the corporate world is not your thing. You don't want to really work for other people, or it's just the companies are too big or whatever. So it's up to you, you can figure it out, but don't think that there is any right place to jump on. You can figure it out as you go, whenever you feel like you could make that move. So another important concept is when should you actually do this and why should you do it, right? Like you need to, don't think of doing a startup because it's cool. Like you have all these hackathons going on, you have all these startup events, you hear all these success stories on the news. That is not the reason for you to go do your own thing.